Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video, and today we are going to talk about my life and how busy I am. This video might be a little bit late. When I upload it, it'll probably be Wednesday because I do want to get some extra shots instead of me just blabbering to the camera about my life and make it a little bit more entertaining for you guys. Maybe I should start moving it to uploading on Wednesdays because homegirl can't find time in her schedule and I'm still trying to adjust. We're gonna start off with school because that's the first thing that's on my mind, and that's my #1 priority in life right now is school. I'm taking 3 classes, and I'm taking Chem 110 lecture, I'm taking Chem 110 lab, and then I'm also taking Math 110, which is college algebra. Basically all it is just an online self-taught course where I have to contribute 2 hours and 15 minutes in the math center classroom, and then I have to go in and take an exam, and that's pretty much it. Not too worried about that because I'm pretty good with math, but however I am super worried about Chem because I haven't taken it in a long time. These classes I'm taking right now are the beginning of my prerequisite classes to transfer. I know it's only 3 classes, but Chem is literally the #1 like subject that takes the majority of my time and like makes me have like 0 time. This is probably literally the hardest semester I've ever had so far. With homework and all that stuff, like I'll show you a little bit of math, I'll try to record some of it and like what I do. Listen to an instructor and like the videos, you take notes, and then you have a homework assignment, and then you also have to do like a practice exam kind of thing online where you can have like infinite trials. Now with Chem, that's a different story. The homework assignment for lab, so you have to do the pre-lab questions before the lab. Then you do your procedures, so you have to copy down literally the entire lab and the safety hazards and the procedures and how it's done and all that stuff. And then you have to do your post-lab, which is basically the after lab questions. So that one I'm not too worried about either, but the lecture class, that is my #1 priority right now. That one's definitely the hardest. The homework for that one is called Alex. I like it, but I don't like it. The only reason why I don't like it is because there's a bar at the top and there's like 5 little like subsections, and they turn green if you get it right, and if you get it wrong, it'll basically start you all over again. So if I get a question right, it'll give me 1 green bar. If I get another one right, it'll give me an extra 2 and say that I'm on a streak. And then if I get a 3rd one right, then I don't have to do 5 questions, I just have to do 3 in order to complete that whole little section. I hate getting them wrong because it's so annoying when you're like, oh my god, like, yeah, I'm doing a good job, and then all of a sudden like you get one wrong, and then it erases one like rectangle thing for you, and it's like, it sucks. I barely have time to contribute for studying. The professor says that I should be studying 2 hours or more than 2 hours a day of just like the lecture notes, but I just don't have time for it at all, and that's like the most annoying part, and I try to make time for it, but homegirl not about to stay up until like past midnight, because the second I stay up past midnight, I don't wake up to my alarms. Alright, second thing I'm going to talk about is my social media life. So I am only on Instagram and I'm only on YouTube, and I really want to keep this YouTube going, so I'm really trying to find, again, like a rhythm for me. My goal for YouTube is have some kind of timeline for myself, basically to track my progress. So, and my build. I highly recommend following me on Instagram because that's where I'll post my updates for the YouTube videos. For Instagram, my goal for that is to just grow as much as I can, get as much exposure. I do want to try and get like sponsored by a few companies, and especially if I'm gonna go rally, then I definitely want to just build it up, and I don't know how to explain it. I want to be big in rally because not a lot of females do rally. That's just putting my point straight across. So on top of all that, I post every single day at 10 to 10:30 a.m. I'm that on top of my stuff. I also have to schedule photo shoots with my photographer, and if you guys really like my stuff, if you guys want to know who shoots it, then I'll put his Instagram tag in the description, and I'll put it on the screen like real quick. This car pulling up. Oh my god. This car is pulling up. I don't know why. Like, what's up with people? What's up with this house? Everybody like just likes to drive really slow by it. Maybe it's the people that egged my car and they're looking for it. I don't know. I am also military, and I talked briefly about it. I'll make a video that's a little bit more in depth about my military life, so that way you guys get to know a little bit more about that story. So with the military, I am National Guard, and I am a 91 Bravo wheeled vehicle mechanic, so I work on all the diesel vehicles over there. like Humvees, MTVs, LMTVs, etc. You contribute 1 week in a month and 2 weeks in the summer. You'd be surprised, working 2 days out of the entire month in the military can really mess up your schedule. Like, it sounds easy, I know, it's only 2 days. So let's say if I had drill this weekend, that would mess up my whole studying schedule. It would mess up my whole YouTube schedule. It messes up my whole school schedule, and I have to get ahead, or I have to tell the teacher. Or my work life, I work with Ghost Wrap, which is a vinyl wrapping company. And it's just me, him, and our friend Skidmark. So it's just us three, and we wrap cars. I mean, I don't know what else to even say about that. Okay, let me get this straight. I am an assistant. If you give me a car and you're like, here, wrap this, I'll be like, I don't even know where to even start, other than taking off parts of the car. So all I know is to disassemble it and how it needs to go, but if you give me a roll of wrap and you tell me to do it by myself, I promise you I cannot do it by myself. I'm working on a website right now. I was making YouTube videos for him, but I didn't like how my stuff was turning out, so we have another guy that is willing to help us make YouTube videos. So that's what I'm doing for Ghost Wrap right now, and eventually after I'm done getting the video guys situated and the whole website situated, then I do want to try and start designing a booth for him so he can go to shows and get a little bit more exposure. And then I also want to start making apparel. The last thing I'm going to touch base on is that I am on keto. I am on the keto diet. Oh! How did I forget? I go to the gym. I go to the gym for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that's another thing too, and I usually do it at night. I go to LA Fitness and I work out 4 to 5 days out of the entire week for an hour and a half to 2 hours. When I have a cheat day, I have to be careful. Be careful. It'll sound like the fucking New Jersey. Sometimes like I'll say words and it'll come out in either a British accent, but this time it came out in like a New Jersey accent. I don't know where that came from. It will literally mess up your stomach. That is it for this video. And I apologize that it's probably going to be late again because I have an exam to study for on Thursday. If you guys don't follow me already, it's Rex and CJ. I'll put it here on the screen and in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It always means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And on to the bloopers, because you guys always love my bloopers and me being an idiot. So there we go. On Instagram, because I also want to start making apparel, since I do have I was gonna say autistic. Since I do, okay, oh, that sounds really bad. Since I do have an artistic side of me. Ah, oh, fucking A. 13 days. I'll be 19. I mean 19, oh my god. If today is October 6th, I'll be turning 19 in... Not again. If today is October 6th, I will be turning 21 in 13 days, finally. It's about time.